Sir, you are the host now.
Okay, thank you, sir. Let me share my screen.
Oh. I think they should. Chetan, I have made you the host by mistake.
It's okay, sir.
No. So okay, yeah. Now Deepak, are you the host now?
No, sir, I'm not able to share my screen.
Pin. It asks something new now. You just go offline and come back again.
Sure, sir.
Yeah. So we have Mr. Muthu Mohan. Yeah, good to see you, Mohan sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Mohan sir. Yeah. This is technological glitch, and I would request, yeah, thanks everyone. Please put the microphone in off mode. It shouldn't disturb the speaker. Waiting for speaker to rejoin.
Sir, Deepak sir is host now, sir.
Is he? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Deepak.
Okay, so we are here in the CFA, right? So CFA is a confirmatory factor analysis, and we also called it measurement model, right? So how it looks like in the structure equation modeling, how it looks like in AMOS. So here is the picture over here. This is the picture that when you go through with the CFA, confirmatory factor analysis, and we call it measurement model also, right? So यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं कि how this software is going to be check the reliability and the validity and the correlation between the constraints and between the items very effectively, very efficiently in the one platform, right? So here you can see that we have a different variables like management effort, selection, training quality, individual improvement, productivity, and the items which is available in the rectangle box like AS1, AS2. So these all are comes together, and we are going to check the validity and reliability of the whole model in a one particular platform. You do not have to go individually. You do not have to go one by one or a construct by construct. Here you can check it at one time, right? So here is a picture that it looks like that if you are going to check with the measurement model, right? So this is the confirmatory factor analysis, and we called it the first step of the structure equation modeling, that is a measurement model, right? So what we are usually checking this particular measurement model in particular confirmatory factor analysis, here we go, right? So as I told you, this is the first step, measurement model, and then if we are getting a perfect result in the measurement model, then we proceed to the structure equation, structure model. So what we are doing in the measurement model, this is the measurement model. It looks like that only, right? So what actually it is confirmatory factor analysis, right? Represent the structure of the scale. It indicates the interrelationship between the measured variables and the latent constraint. is important for validity testing and reliability testing also. Construct and discriminant validity is going to be checked in the measurement model, right? So today I'm just talking about the measurement model only, right? So what is measurement model? This is actually a confirmatory factor analysis, but we are going to check in this measurement model. We are going to check the interrelationship between the measured variables. Those measured variables, it means here AS1, AS2, AS3, because it is represented by the rectangle boxes. So we call it measured variables, right? As I told you earlier, the variable which is see, you can see that variables which is comes under the circle, right? Oval shaped circle. It is called, we called it latent construct, right? So through this measurement model, you are going to check the interrelationship between the measured variables and the latent constructs, right? Why it is important? Why to do that measurement model? Why to check it out? हमें करना क्यों है measurement model को? हमें इसलिए check करना है. We are going to check the validity and the reliability issues. If there is a validity and reliability issues, then we have to check out that the data is any missing values is there or not. If it is okay, then we are going to proceed with the structural equation model. Fine. So there is a difference between EFA and CFA. In structural equation modeling, we are only doing confirmatory factor analysis. We are not going to do the EFA. EFA कब करते हैं? EFA हम तब करते हैं when we are developing a skill, right? When we are generating a theory process. Then we are going to go through with the EFA, exploratory factor analysis. But here in the structural equation modeling, we only do a confirmatory factor analysis, right? Now, these are the things which we are going to check in the measurement model, or I mean CFA, confirmatory factor analysis. But in structural equation modeling, we called it measurement model, right? So these are the things which we are going to be tested in the first phase of structural equation modeling. So what we do in the measurement model, we are going to check the validity and the reliability. Now, the different type of validities is available over there. So we are going to check it out. Content validity, we call it face validity. Construct validity, right? Your latent construct. Convergent and discriminant validity. Convergent and discriminant validity is an important part of structural equation modeling. It is a very important part of measurement model, right? You have to check the convergent validity and discriminant validity. The third one is criteria validity, concurrent validity, and predictive validity, and then logical validity. But usually the standard form of doing the validity check is a convergent validity and discriminant validity. Usually most of the researchers जो है वो क्या करते हैं, convergent validity को और discriminant validity को ही check करते हैं in the measurement model. Reliability के लिए हम Cronbach alpha को check करते हैं, right? Usually मैं भी अपने research articles में या अपने मैं भी convergent और discriminant validity को ही check करता हूँ. Not going to check the concurrent and predictive validity. I just usually do the convergent and discriminant validity because this is enough to give the satisfied results. ये enough होता है आपके measurement models के result को showcase करने के. Right? So what actually it is, I'm going through with the details. Right? So construct validity. What actually the construct validity? Construct हम जब बात कर रहे हैं तो it means we are talking about the latent construct, right? So construct validity is the extent to which a set of measured variables actually represent the theoretical latent constructs they are designed to measure. It is made up of 4 components: convergent, discriminant, nomenclature, and face validity. अब जब हम कंस्ट्रक्ट वैलिडिटी की बात कर रहे हैं तो हमारा मतलब क्या है इस चीज से? हमारा मतलब ये है कि जो हमने कंस्ट्रक्ट लिया है, लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल हमने एक रिपोर्ट किया था सेल ऑफ कार, राइट? So sale of car is our latent construct, which we are not going to measure directly. So how we are going to check it out? We are going to check it out through measured variables. जैसे कि हमने कहा था प्रोफेशनल सेल्स एग्जीक्यूटिव, अच्छा लेआउट था, वेरिएंट्स अवेलेबल से, तो उनके थ्रू हमने सेल ऑफ कार को चेक किया. So that is a construct validity. अब इसके अंदर आती हैं 4 validity: convergent, discriminant, phase, and nomenclature validity. But you can only go through with the convergent and discriminant. That is more than enough to justify your result, right? Now convergent. Convergent validity, the extent to which indicators of a specific construct cover or share a high proportion of variance in common. It means जो आपके measured variables, जो items, जो square rectangle box में है, क्या वो आपके कंस्ट्रक्ट के जो पोर्शन है उसे पूरा कवरेज कर रहा है या नहीं, कहीं बहुत बड़ा गैप तो नहीं आ रहा है, एरर टर्म तो नहीं आ रही। सिमिलरली जो डिस्क्रिमिनेंट वैलिडिटी है वो हम किस में चेक करते हैं, एक कंस्ट्रक्ट दूसरे कंस्ट्रक्ट से डिफरेंट है या नहीं, राइट। फॉर एग्जांपल सेटिस्फैक्शन एंड कमिटमेंट, या इंट्रिंसिक सेटिस्फैक्शन एक्सट्रिंसिक सेटिस्फैक्शन, क्या ये दोनों एक दूसरे से अलग है या नहीं, ये चेक करता है डिस्क्रिमिनेंट वैल्यू। मेजर्ड आइटम्स सफिशिएंटली रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं आपके कंस्ट्रक्ट को, वो चेक करता है कन्वर्जेंट वैलिडिटी। क्या जो आपने आइटम्स ली थी, जैसे सेल ऑफ कार, सेल ऑफ कार में हमने लिया प्रोफेशनल सेल्स एग्जीक्यूटिव, लेआउट ऑफ द कार, वेरिएंट्स अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ द कार एंड सर्विस। तो क्या ये चारों आइटम्स हमारे जो कंस्ट्रक्ट था सेल ऑफ कार को रिप्रेजेंट कर रही है या नहीं, राइट। दैट इज गोइंग टू बी चेक थ्रू द कन्वर्जेंट वैलिडिटी। बट क्या एक आइटम एक कंस्ट्रक्ट दूसरे कंस्ट्रक्ट से अलग है या नहीं, वो चेक करता है डिस्क्रिमिनेंट वैलिडिटी। सो इफ यू गो थ्रू विद दिस two validities, convergent and discriminant, so that is more enough to justify the result. Next is face validity and nomenological validity, as that is not very much required, right. Even आप जेम्स गैस्किन के वीडियो देखेंगे तो वो भी इन्हें इग्नोर करने के लिए बात करता है। फेस वैलिडिटी एंड नोमेनोलॉजिकल वैलिडिटीज की रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं होती है इफ यू गो थ्रू द कन्वर्जेंट एंड डिस्क्रिमिनेंट वैलिडिटी। But what actually it is, I will just explain to the extent to which the content of the item is consistent with the construct definition, right, based solely on the research judgment. It means जो आपका construct था उसके जो items हैं वो आपकी operational definition के साथ match होनी चाहिए, right, और उसकी items vary करनी चाहिए दूसरे construct के साथ, right. So it is similarly we are also going to check in the convergent validity. इसीलिए हम face validity and nomenological validity को ignore कर देते हैं, because we already going to check through convergent and discriminant value. इसके कुछ फैक्टर्स हैं, इंपॉर्टेंट पैरामीटर्स हैं कि भाई वैलिडिटी का जो रेशियो है या नंबर है वो किस चीज पे डिपेंड करना चाहिए। सो कन्वर्जेंट वैलिडिटी आप देख रहे हैं कि यहाँ पे अगर आपकी 0.7 के ऊपर होती है या आसपास होती है, सो वी कंसिडर इट। इवन आपका जो CR है, जो CR इट मींस क्रिटिकल रेशियो, क्रिटिकल रेशियो अगर आपका AVE एवरेज वेरिएंस एक्सट्रैक्टेड से ज्यादा है, देन वी कैन से यस इट इज गुड। या आपका AVE एवरेज वेरिएंस एक्सट्रैक्ट जो है वो 0.5 से बड़ा है, देन वी आल्सो सेज दैट यस आवर कन्वर्जेंट वैलिडिटी इज ओके, यू नो। डिस्क्रिमिनेंट हम कैसे चेक करते हैं, यूजुअली आप MSV जो आपका होता है मैक्सिमम शेयर्ड वेरिएंस, जो है आपका एवरेज शेयर वेरिएंस से छोटा होना चाहिए, देन वी से दैट डिस्क्रिमिनेंट वैलिडिटी इज ओके। या आपका एवरेज शेयर वेरिएंस आपका जो है एवरेज वेरिएंस एक्सट्रैक्टेड से छोटा होना चाहिए, देन वी कैन से दैट डिस्क्रिमिनेंट वैलिडिटी इज ओके नाउ। सो हाउ वी गोना चेक इट आउट। अब इसकी एक मैनुअल कैलकुलेशन भी है जो हम इसके थ्रू चेक कर सकते हैं। दिस इज द मैनुअल कैलकुलेशन, मैथमेटिकल कैलकुलेशन। यू आर गोइंग टू चेक इट आउट एंड चेक फाइंड आउट द वैल्यू ऑफ दीज particular terms, what is critical ratio, what is AVE. But now how we gonna check it out? अब आपको करना कैसे, because अगर आप मैनुअली जाएंगे तो it takes lot of time. So how we gonna do that, what is the shortcut way to do that? इसके लिए एक particular tool है, right, process macro, मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ, just give me a 1 minute. It will help you out to directly check the score of AVE and the critical ratio. Just give me a minute, it is going to be open. Is it visible to everyone? This tool is visible?
No, it is not.
Okay, just
We are on the same slide.
okay, sir.
You remove, Deepak, you remove this PPT and then upload.
I hope now it is visible.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, Excel sheet. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, this one. Yeah. So this is we called it a process macro tool, right? This is a sheet available free of cost, right? I will share this sheet with Dr. Pokhriel, and Dr. Pokhriel will share this particular Excel sheet with you also. Right? So here you can check it out, your AVE, your MSV, your CR values, your validity concerns. So here this particular sheet is easily give you the values. करना क्या होता है, आप जब मेजरमेंट मॉडल को चेक करेंगे, आपके जो स्ट्रक्चर इक्वेशन मॉडलिंग के रिजल्ट आएंगे, so you have to copy the correlation table and paste in the A1 here. In A1, if you are going to paste your correlation table, जो आपका स्ट्रक्चर इक्वेशन जो मेजरमेंट मॉडल से आ जाएगा, आपको सीधा उसे यहाँ पे पेस्ट करना है A1 में, and then what you have to do, you have to put a standard regression weight in a F1 in this table, and then click on this button. It will give you the whole result. Directly it will give you the results. So there is no need of any mathematical equation, manually solved equation. You directly put the correlation and standard deviation weight here, and it will directly give you the table of validity, right? And you copy that table, put it in your research paper or put it in your thesis. Right? So this particular Excel is available over here. आप यहाँ पे threshold भी check कर सकते हैं, group difference भी check कर सकते हैं, right? Fit check भी check कर सकते हैं, but there is not requirement. This is not as much requirement over here. तो आप सीधा validity concern है, you can check it from here, right? It will help you out. It will just save your time to go with the validity concern. Right. So I think this is enough for the day. And next day I will start with the
We have
structural equation model.
10 more minutes. So if you can start with SEM.
So shall I start today only?
Yeah. Yeah. We have 10 minutes. If you can wrap up in 10 minutes. Yeah.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So now after this, they go with the measurement model, then we have to go with the structure model, right? This is our structure model. अब जब आपका measurement model का concern खत्म हो जाता है, then you proceed with the structure model. Now, what is this structure model? This is the combination of dependence and independent variables. So how are we gonna do that? What is the difference? I already explained you that what actually the difference between the structure equation modeling and the multiple that regression. Right, construct measurement model reliability better. After the third point, first, second, and third, when you go ahead with the third point, then you have to go with the structure model, right? So now how it looks like, this is this. These are the mathematical problem, but you can go through with the directly. You can find out the result from the process macro sheet. This is an important part over here. Now, when you are going with the structure equation model, जब आपका measurement model का part complete हो जाता है, then you go ahead with the structure equation modeling. Right? So when you go with the structure equation modeling, so what you have to check, right? When you click on the output, so you have to check these scores. अब आपको क्या check करना है जब आप structure equation modeling को run करेंगे in the software, then what you have to check? There are n number of results available over there, but what you have to check specifically? आपको सिर्फ चेक करना है chi-square and degree of freedom, right? ये 3 से नीचे होना चाहिए, even 5 के आसपास भी रहे, then it is acceptable. But इससे ऊपर अगर ये वैल्यू जाती है, then it is not acceptable. It means there is some problem with your data, right? P value, जिसे हम significant value कहते हैं. So P value is always be greater than 0.05, right? So it goes till 0.001 जा सकती है, right? It is acceptable. Then what you have to check? You have to check CFI, conformity factor index, GFI, goodness of fit index, AGFI, SRMR not required, Ramsey is required, root mean square, it is required, P-close is not required. So what actually it is required is CFI, GFI, AGFI, RMSEI, and P value and chi-square. तो आपका जब रिजल्ट निकल के आता है तो वहां पे से आपको सिर्फ ढूंढना क्या है, आपको ये ढूंढना है कि आपकी जो P वैल्यू है वो 0.05 से बड़ी हो, chi square should be less than 3, or if it is less than 5 it is acceptable. CFI is always be greater than 0.95, 0.90, right? Even 0.80 से भी ऊपर हो then it is permissible. GFI भी 0.95 से बड़ा होना चाहिए, AGFI 0.80 से बड़ा होना चाहिए, RAMC 0.05 से छोटा होना चाहिए, right? Then it is acceptable. बस ये वैल्यूज आपको याद होनी चाहिए कि इससे ऊपर और नीचे अगर आपकी वैल्यूज फॉल कर रही हैं then it means your structure model is perfect, right? So these are the important thing. Now I go ahead. Sigma rule I already explained. Not required. This is a sample covariance table, right? This table you can again get it from directly from the zero stat tool. जो अभी मैंने एक्सेल दिखाया था वहां से आपको ये एकदम क्लियरिटी के साथ आप निकाल सकते हैं. So इट मींस इसमें भी आपको मैनुअल कैलकुलेशन की रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है. Here we go. जो आपका रिजल्ट निकल के आता है, right? Through the structural equation modeling, it looks like this only. वो रिजल्ट कुछ ऐसा दिखता है, right? When you take out a result from the structural equation modeling, it looks like this only. So what you have to identify it, आपको identify क्या करना है यहाँ पे. The first one, it is mentioned over here, right? Chi-square mean and degree of freedom, you have to check it out. And then GFI, AGFI आपको ये check करना है, CFI आपको check करना है, right? Even I also check TLI, right? TLI is also mentioned here. I also check it, TFI, right? But I didn't just highlighted it, but I also check TLI. So you have to check these particular things from here. This is very, very important. Okay. Here you can see that what actually it is. It is mentioned over here. GFI, goodness of fit index, right? Chi mean square. AGFI, adjusted goodness of fit index. TLI, Tucker-Lewis. CFI, comparative fit index, right? Normative, NFI, normative fit index. So you have to check these values. बस आपको यही वैल्यूज चेक करनी है. इफ इट इज फॉल इन योर क्राइटेरिया, राइट? व्हाट इज द क्राइटेरिया? आई ऑलरेडी showed you the criteria. This is the criteria. The values, if the values are falling according to it, then it means your structural equation modeling is good enough and you can proceed with the results, right? So here we go, and then the results looks like this. Root mean squared, RAMC is root mean squared error of approximation. So you can go through with it. These are the result, and then
Do you have a small sample
yes,
so that you can have the measure and the threshold value for this, so that P value, CFI, GFI, AGI, TLI are also covered. Although you showed it, but I'm sure those seeing it for the first time, so may have.
yeah, this is better that we can perform with the tool. It will easy to go with the tool. So
Amos,
someday yes.
Amos, tell something before concluding. Tell something about the Amos, and this 27, I think, is the latest version we are
Yes,
talking about. So, so that they are aware of it, so that where to get it, and
Yes, it's actually IBM software which is provided by the IBM SPSS, right? So it's a complete package tool available with the IBM SPSS with Amos 27 version. So it is available with the licensed version. It is not a free software. So those who have to go with this particular software, you have to buy the license. Otherwise, some crack versions is also available in the system in the Google. I find it out also that crack versions is also available, and it comes with a combo pack of SPSS with IBM MS. So you can directly find it out if you have some like you can download the crack versions also. If your system allow the crack version, then you can directly download that crack version and perform the set of data with it.
Okay, the whole objective of this session was to make student aware of the various tools that includes the structure equation modeling SEM. So perhaps by October, I believe, or November, they may start using it, or sometime early 2023. So with that objective, I requested you to make them aware of these quant tools. Deepak.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Yeah. So any concluding remark, a small recap of those two sessions, little so that student will recollect them all, starting with the various variable you talked about. So वहाँ से शुरू करते हैं. So and we end till structure equation modeling, so that they would know the sequence of these tools.
Yes, it's just hardly took 5 minutes. Like in the last session, just we started with the how to recognize the tool. We talk about the data, like what are the different type of data. We talk about interval data, nominal data, ordinal data, and the ratio data. According to data that we are able to find it out that which tool we have to use, right? Then we go through with the different type of tools which is available, like parametric and non-parametric, which is totally based on our data, right? Then we talk about the t-test. If your sample size is 30, then we can perform with the t-test. If you find it out, if you find out the percentage, like by using the nominal data, right? For example, what is the voting percentage between the male and female? What is the smoking percentage between the male and female? Then in this type of data, we just usually go with the chi-square test. Then we go through with the regression. So regression is usually checking the impact of one variable to the another. अगर हमें देखना है कि भाई एक वेरिएबल का इम्पैक्ट दूसरे वेरिएबल पे कितना है, then we go with the regression, linear regression. If we are going to check the variable of 2-3 variables with the one independent variable, or 2-3 independent variable with the one dependent variable, then we go with the multiple regression. But if we want to check the multiple dependent variable, multiple independent variable, including the mediating variables, including the moderating variables, then we have go through with the structural equation model. So structural equation modeling, usually we can go through, as I told you earlier, we go through with if you have a large number of data. There is a same tool available which we called structural equation modeling, but it is available with the different software, and we called it PLSM. Right? So PLSM is very user friendly. This is a little bit difficult because we are having a different results: CFI, GFI, NFI, TLI, RAMSI, degree of freedom. So it will take a little bit time to note down those results, but in the PLSM, it is very user friendly. It gives you the result in the one shot. But PLSM cannot be run with the large data. PLSM go with the small data, but here with the AMOS, you can go with the million and trillions of data. You can run the data at a one time. So
okay, with this, Dr. Deepak, you have justified the entire quality time for the student. I think it's your son who is playing.
It's my nephew, sir. It's my nephew. Last day he bought this new toy, so he's showing to all of you.
Right, right. So it's a good relaxing out of the tense. I'm sure every scholar is quite. In case if we have another 40-50 seconds left. Any particular question, if you understand, fine. If you don't understand, is also fine, because what you need to do is some personal reading out of these heading. Any question from the scholars?
Yeah. Hi. Good afternoon, sir. Shaurya this side. Sir, just a small request. If I can get the study material for paper 1, unit 3 and unit 4, which is your stats, concept, importance, and on computer concept and history. So I would be very grateful.
Okay,
Yes.
is this question to Dr. Deepak?
No, sir, it's a request to you, sir.
No, no. For me, you can ask. This is what I'm telling you. The question related to today's topic. For your query, you may write back to me. I'm certainly going to answer. But this is
Sure, sir.
basically I have asked the scholars in case they have any query what has been discussed in the last session and today's session. Yeah. If you, Shaurya, have any query from Dr. Deepak, please feel free to ask.
No, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
And from my side.
Right. So, since I have not, nobody has raised their hand for the question. So, with this, we are going to conclude a part of the structure equation modeling, and I'm sure some of you might have found it a bit difficult to grasp. You don't worry, it is difficult for us also. More we read, more we understand about it. With this, I really thank Dr. Deepak Bangwal to spend his time, spend his quality time with us, and look forward to such talks from you. Thanks a lot. Thanks to all the participants who have participated till end.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thanks a
sir.
lot. Yeah.
Thanks,
Deepak.
sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Deepak. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Yeah. I will talk to you over the phone, maybe just after this session. Right. So,
Sure, sir.
Deepak, you may conclude because you are the host. So, you may conclude for all of us.
Yeah, I just want to say, if you guys want to know more about structure equation modeling, so as I preferred earlier, that you just go through with the videos of James Gaskin, because that videos are very good for the beginners. You get so much clarity, because I hope that maximum of you are go through with the multiple variables regression. So this is the best tool to go ahead with it.
Yeah, but my only worry is because of this, all of them may not go for a qualitative analysis,
Okay.
So, that may be another way, but it's a churning of these, sessions really gives a new idea every time to scholars. I don't know whether they agree with me or not, but it's always a two-way process. A student has to study post session, so that really helped. And I'm gonna share that video, which you have just mentioned, the YouTube, with the scholars. I give them a lot of handy material with the expectation that they should get it for themselves. But maybe I feel they are new. So I'm going to share those YouTubes right from the beginning of 2013 onwards, how that has grown, so that they will have a feel of it. So Deepak, thanks a lot. And
Thank you so much, sir.
Once again, and you may go, you may leave the meeting so that you being the host, everybody will go off the
Okay.
yeah, to link. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye, sir. Bye-bye.
Bye.